Day 14, Thursday. Game seems a bit loud. Alright, so it's randomly working. Okay. How curious. I'm just going to turn it down on my side. It's a bit loud. See if wiggling things around messes it up. Alright, I realised I was silent for a long time, but that's okay. That's okay. It is working so far. Just giving it a few. Alright, that was weird. It didn't actually change anything, really. Okay, I'm gonna go and get some more water. I didn't expect this to work, so I'm a little... okay. And if it's still running, we'll continue. Yeah, just do a short one, I guess. Probably won't finish the game after all. I'll be right back. Okay, I guess we'll just give it a go. We've got maybe an hour and 15 minutes left of my slot. She's a bit jumpy. Have a little snooze, okay? You can't hear the rain, but just imagine it. Okay. Feels a bit weird. Technical difficulties. Oh, that's... very awkward. But, you know, if it works, it works. Let's just continue on. Right. Poke the cat. Lullaby doesn't mind it when I wake him up. It's quite weird. Not very cat-like at all. So, what have we got at our desk? I left my labels out, which is just shocking. We have... oh my goodness. When I was fiddling around trying to fix things just now, I went into the settings of the game and there's an auto label function. Heresy. Yeah, so we've got our little rhyme. We've got to figure out the rhyme to work out the plants we need for the final ritual to banish the creature known as the servant or woken dendru. We've worked out from this riddle 4 out of 5. But I don't think we have the one called the ankle grabber, the binder. We did have someone very early in the game saying they had problem with swift snare, and we gave them a plant that helped untangle it, so maybe we need to find swift snare. The problem is we've been given the card that I think is the final destination. Because this image of a tree with the druid symbol on, I think that's the great oak, and I believe 8 miles to the east, as it says, is where we're supposed to do the ritual, and we're not ready. So I'm a little bit thrown again. I'm going to check the bios because our occult scholar friend, Verona Green, she was the one organising everything. She's getting things done. Yeah, the overarching story got pretty serious. Turns out whoever that girl was, the poor girl who was taken in by the druids, used her book, her scary book, murdered the old Arda. She awoke the creature, and now the entire sisterhood has basically been wiped out, including Bethany, who used to come and visit us and try to, get help. And the new Arda, like it says. I think one person survived, someone called Sister Charlotte. And she brought the riddle to us. Yes, we unlocked the box and that contained the riddle, so she doesn't actually give us much more than that. Let's have a quick rundown of the last things other people said. Okay, the psychic, Faye Swift. She's the one who's been seeing the creature around before anything really happened. The woman with the jade mask is with the creature. She has actually come to see us before with headaches. Faye said that the creature is afraid of the sisterhood and it will lay waste to them, which it has done. It can be avoided with Arduino's protection, so maybe I failed and I picked the wrong thing. Because at one point I had to lay a plant on Arduino's altar and there was a choice. I felt like I went for protection, but there we go. The last thing Bethany said to us, she was killed. She was trying to get help from anywhere. And she told us to place the offering, which we did. Doesn't seem to have helped them though. The actual investigator, who's out of his depth, he's seen the woman in the jade mask and the monster. Yeah, nothing there really. Simone, I can't imagine that these people will have anything. She just helped us. Helped us find a bestiary guide with the woken dendru. This guy might be useful. Forest Bear, he's the hunter of the dendru. Excuse me. So the last thing he said was that he was going to Black Combe to kill the servant, which is the name of the creature. So that's where he's gone, off to Black Combe. I'm going to look at the map in a minute. The woman in the jade mask herself. Yeah, she just came in for help with her headache. Her mind's clouded. She's speaking very cryptically. I will not forget those who helped me. So we did help her, I think. So hopefully she won't kill me. We have the cultist who tried to recruit us. I think they're chanting out in the streets at the moment. I don't think the barrister will have much to say. He hasn't been in. Yeah, he's just a regular dude. Amos Duncan. Headed out, so yeah, he's got nothing there. Oh dear. Don't want to click on hint at this late point. So we're going to look at the map. 8 miles, what was it? 8 miles to the east of the tree. And we see the tree with our spooky device. 8 miles east. So that would be coordinates N9 is where the tree is. N9. And then 8 miles to the east. Or maybe it is just the last plant. Because I was pretty sure we had to do the ritual by the tree, but maybe I was wrong. I'm just concerned that if we go there, it'll ask for these plants. But no. We went to the Great Oak and it had a place for 5 offerings. So that is where the ritual will be. So this probably is where the last plant is. Too many is. All right, so we're gonna risk it. We don't have much else. Don't have another choice right now. I'm a little nervous. Okay. So it was N9. This is the other one is my little map I keep. Ouch! I banged my elbow in the drawer. This is the let's teleport there map. That's N9, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just off Loic. So we're going to give it a go. Nothing here. What? I'm confused. 8 miles to the east, and this is the Great Tree. And that's east, isn't it? I'm not having a moment. Where's my debris? Oh, I've lost it. Keep dropping it. Is this what stopped me last time? Last time I played all the way up to the very last mission. Not that they're missions exactly. And then I stopped, and I can't remember why. Maybe it was because I got stuck. This is the Great Oak, which I'm assuming that's what this represents, the tree with the symbol. And it is N9. So 8 miles east. We went to the right place according to this. Oh, it would be awful to ask for a hint at this late date. What's this one? Oh, we did that, didn't we do that? Yeah, we followed the... Alright, I'm thrown again, and I do think this is what happened last time, which means eventually we will have to click on the hint. Or does this represent where the druids live, and they lived somewhere in Grisdale Forest? I just don't remember where exactly. It would say in my archives. Well, the hint would be in my archives. Here. You'll find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore, across from the Torva. I mean, like, this is the symbol of the sisterhood, actually, the lady's face with the plants growing out of it. So I don't know what I'm getting wrong, basically. Am I supposed to count N9? I've never done that before. I mean, I've just got to try, haven't I? Alright. We've refilled our will to explore meter, so at least we can give it a go. Fuck, I've lost... Damn it. Where is it? Everything. I've left my archives open. And now everything is hanging out. Okay, Grisdale Forest. A mile from the lake shore. Across from Torva. There's Torva. That's a mile. So if we imagine that the tree symbol was for the sisterhood, that would be... here. There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. Yeah, I'm not getting it, am I? Okay, so let's get some customers in, see if something comes out of that. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's more for us to do. Thora done. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. And of course now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way and I'm worried about him. Shit, which mushrooms was it? How am I supposed to remember this? I've got a bloody creature wandering around killing people and she's like, mushrooms, woo! I need to know what the mushrooms are to be able to choose the correct antidote. I don't remember. She's not in our bio. So we can't look at previous conversations. Also can't guess. Was there something in the archive? Did she give me a note or something? There. Here it is. Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods west of Undermere across the lake. So that... we found the mushrooms, but I don't remember which ones they were. It looks like they were the last mushrooms we found. Maybe that will ring a bell? If we identified them anyway. Yeah. That's an old one. I know we identified the glowhorn last time, but I don't think that's what he ate. I think that was a different thing. We also identified dead man's fingers last time, but didn't pick it up there. I guess I'm supposed to remember, but it was like a week ago. Okay. Yeah, I've got nothing. All we have from her note is that we went out and found the mushrooms she was looking for. Was it dead man's fingers? But that's not in the list, is it? And I only get a few chances to get it wrong because I've already got one section of the Rising Dread. I have nothing in my memory. I wish someone was here who was here last week to remember, but I don't think it was Sunset Mountcap. Was it Bishop's Parasol? There's no known cure for copper Caledonian, so nothing there. Farmer's Worry? Farmer's Worry rings a bell, maybe. Or I'm just reaching. Only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue. She's not saying he was strong or that he's fatigued. So maybe that's how we work it out. Spring wax cap. Whoops, not too far. Spring wax cap, edible with mild medicinal properties, can relieve pain. But here it's a list of potentially fatal. I'm very confused today. Sunset Mountcap. Mildly toxic, should not be eaten. But we found that ages ago. And would he really eat it when it smells so disgusting? You just wouldn't, would you? I'm leaning towards Bishop's Parasol. It says you can consume the fluid for stomach pains. It doesn't say it causes anything. Oh, it says often fatal here. We found Bishop's Parasol ages ago. I feel like it has to be Dead Man's Fingers or Farmer's Worry. I'm getting stressed, sorry. It's been a really, really stressful week, so I'm like on the verge most of the time of being stressed, which isn't cool when, you know, it's stream time. It's Saturday. Gotta compartmentalise. Alright, so we've got several choices. We could go with, it was Bishop's Parasol, and finding those other mushrooms doesn't really matter. Then we just give her some lemon dandy. I just keep coming back to the fact that she told us where the mushrooms were that he picked so that we could go and see them, because he wouldn't give her any to test. Which means they are new mushrooms, so it can't be any of those in the list with the antidotes. Except for Farmer's Worry, because we identified that last... No, we didn't. Oh. We didn't identify it. Okay. It's in a probably. So our choices are Dead Man's Fingers or Farmer's Worry. What does Dead Man's Fingers do? Strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. It doesn't say anything about it being bad. I assume it's in this list because I don't think we've used this list of fatal fungi and their antidotes before. So that would make the antidote Royal Gentier. Oh, I'm flopping around, aren't I? I've got to make a decision. Which is the nice little pink orchid looking one. Oh, just give me a second, just going to check everything's still running okay after our 40 minutes of technical difficulties. Okay. Yep, looks so good. I'm going to give a Royal Gentier and see. If it's not the right one, we won't like kill the guy, it'll just give us some rising dread. It is the right one. I worked it out with brain. And we got a book entry. Okay, so all that fuss over nothing. I can't click on anything apart from reading the book entry. I'm going to have some water. Collect. Liverstone. Lapis rigidum. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralysing agents contained within. The liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. Ah, well, we've only got so many that we haven't identified, so I'm pretty sure we know what that is. Let's pop that away. We've got all the way over here, we've got one that looks very similar to that drawing. We'll do a closer inspection. It says it smells rotten. But the drawing is right. I'm going to add it to my notes. Oh, there's no more space for any more notes on this piece of paper. It's going to be really annoying if I have to have like 3 plants on another thing. Paralysing. Liverstone. Okay. I'm pretty confident about that one. So let's put that in our Boop. There. Nice. Oh, let me move my cushions. God, is that the sun coming out? What is going on with the weather lately? All over the place, I tell you. Okay, we'll put our book away for now. Still no sign of the ankle grabber. This stupid card is bugging the shit out of me. Oh well, next. Forest. Oh no, I've been to Black Coombe. I've fought the servant and lived, but still my adversary stands. It must be defeated. For my part, I am ashamed to say that I am done. And my soul could use the tonic of St. Quentin's elixir if I am ever to recover from the horror that I have seen. He looks like he's lost an eye. He's all scratched up. What does St. Quentin's elixir do? We've only got a few elixirs. Overcome fear. Okay, so he's been really, really rattled. Okay, do we have it? We have the damned. Oh, we don't have it. Well, this isn't going very well, is it? This means we should have it. We have the ability to make it. Alright, let's just give me a moment. I may need to make it while you stand there. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. Right, the main seed pods we found are those cool green ones. The not Royal Gentier, the sheep snap. But we got it wrong last time. Okay, looking at my notes then. I don't remember what we did, so we'll just do it again and work through it. So we need courage. I've got a mind shield, which is candlewood. I know this is what we did before, but I'm just reminding myself what we shouldn't use. Of course, we don't know which ones are wrong. We just know that something's wrong. And we'll get a rising dread. So, no, I'm uncertain. Confidence, that's not the same as courage. Courage, daisy dock. That was a purple one, wasn't it? Maybe we were wrong. Oh, was it 5? 5-pointed leaf. Yeah, that's fine. I do remember us getting confused about the daisy dock. There are two flowers that look very, very similar. One just looks like it hasn't been rendered fully. So maybe that, if we did that beforehand. Seed pod for luck. I'm assuming that's sheep snap. Sorry if I'm quiet, I was leaning over. Good fortune, sheep snap. They haven't been like all confirmed. We're going to give it a go in case the problem with the daisy dock was the issue. Yes, it was. Great. Great. That means those flowers are confirmed. We will do the confirmation in a second. I've got to get this elixir to the guy. Here you go, dude. Feel better. It doesn't feel good though that the hunter is peacing out. Okay, book entry. Brittle. Brittle. Ah. I do my two T's and an L in a weird way. Excuse me. Aculeatus furibundum. Coveted by the rich, pretty brittle is crushed to make dyes. This is a very rare plant that is hard to come by and requires great care to cultivate. That looks like the one we thought was daisy dock. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. But we can't rely on the image completely. That's what it told us at the beginning of the game. It looks very similar though, doesn't it? That's where we fell down before. Because, I mean, what if it's this one? A rather unpleasant scent. Would it have said that? I mean, it is pretty. Well, we'll go with the... put a maybe on this guy. As we are uncertain. Put it on the maybe shelf. Oh, that's out of order. It's good to have them alphabetical, then you know where to find them. Quickly. Great. And we can confirm candlewood, because it was in the elixir. That will go on the red shelf. We can also label the elixir itself. Quentin's. And pop that in the archive. Is there space on the red shelf? Not really. We have to move the pink one. It's a bit bright. Bright down this end. Dark down that end. Yes, I'm playing with the flowers. Just having some squashed sort of flower going on. Move the blue one down here. There. I know it's not perfect. It should have gone over here, but that's fine for now. What was the other thing? It was sheep snap, wasn't it? What are you doing all the way down here, you weirdo? Sheep snap. Here. Pink. And this is a nice A lovely bright green colour. I'm going to put it here. In between the common trouse and the lemon dandy. Where did the wandering boo go? It's always in the wrong place. Here it is. There. It's better. Control, I must have it. Alright. So, who have we got left to help? I mean, the investigator just said that he was out of his depth. He didn't say he was giving up. I think Verona Green's gonna work it out. Oh, the postman's here. There is a hateful man I sometimes see round town. He's called Isidore Burbage. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it as hard as he could. I rushed over and the coward fled. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. I see. Now I wish we'd been less professional with that guy. So it's the barrister. He is Dick, but we were professional. We had the option to not poison him exactly, but make him temporarily ill. We went the professional route. Now I regret it. Who goes around punching dogs in view of people? Oh, well, anyway, we'll collect the letter. I'll keep it in mind, David Shaper. The letter says Sadgill Chalice. So that requires our decoding it in disk. And the map. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I didn't get very good sleep last night. Sadgill, I think we've been there before. Right, yeah, it's up here in the northeast. So we place the disc over Sadgill and we find the chalice, which is down here by the River Sprint. The chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass. Maybe this is Swift's Snare. Oh, look, Venus flytrap-esque, or like Hollywood version. Alright, it's ruining my... it's ruining the way I've organised my plants. How rude. How rude. Put them back. It's alright, guys. Alright, let's do a closer inspection. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of the upper leaves. Clearly. I mean, I don't think we've got anything in the book that would describe something this hostile. Devil's nightcap. Mm-hmm. No. Evulum? No, many short pretty leaves, that's not right. Farmer's worry is a mushroom, glowhorn's a mushroom, lesser merrydock. That has like flowers, so no. Leal of Neptune? It is sparsely petalled. We don't have any blooms on this guy. Sour bandy. A large stamen. Nope. Spring waxcap is a mushroom. Storian has berries. Widow's woe. Dainty dark flowers. No, yeah, as I thought. We do not currently have it. So it can just hang out by itself over there. Don't eat the rest of my plants, you big old weirdo. And I've got to send out a summons. Hang on a second. Don't know how quick this will be. My partner is playing Helldivers right now. Don't know if they'll see the summons or a beverage. Right. We'll just keep clicking until we find the Swift Snare. I think it's Swift Snare. Oh, the investigator's back. Verona tells me you're working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Book entry. Thanks, Reuben. Swift snare! It was going to be, wasn't it? Laculus maxima. The binder, ankle grabber, and never let go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swift snare has small, heart-shaped leaves. And I've got no space left, but I don't think we're going to get very many. So I'm going to flip and hope we don't run into a problem with space here. Ensnares. We also write down the nicknames, because sometimes people come and ask by nickname. And that's just too many names to remember, unless it's really obvious. Binder. Okay, we've got all the plants. We could do the final ritual. Except there's that one card left. That bothers me. Heart-shaped leaves. Alright, let's look for an unidentified plant with heart-shaped leaves. This says heart-shaped leaves. I mean... Oh. So I've just noticed I haven't moved Royal Gentia. That's what we've got. It says heart-shaped leaves. So let's double check the book entry because of my poor memory. Small heart-shaped leaves. Are they small though? Are they small? They're not. Not to my eye. We'll put a maybe on it. I will keep going until it says basically you have to do the ritual or everything's ruined. There. We don't want to miss out. I think it's a pretty linear game, so I don't think it will let us do the ritual just randomly without doing everything else, but maybe just making that up. So when we think about, we've got our five plants, we know what they're called. How many of them do we have confirmed? Devil's Nightcap is not confirmed. Oh, we were supposed to confirm Royal Gentia. Just give me a sec. It is a pink one, so it goes up here. More a reddish tone. So everybody gets to shuffle along. Right, that's that done. So do we not have Devil's Nightcap at all? It sounds like a mushroom. Oh, I could just look, couldn't I? No, with fingers. No, it's a plant. Okay. With long leaves. It doesn't look... We haven't confirmed it, so it can't be over there. Okay, it doesn't look like we have it anyway, so we can't just go and do the ritual, as I suspected. We are not done. Unless it's this one? The one that smells bad? A light, pleasant scent. So no, it's not that one. Okay, so we don't have Devil's Nightcap. Good start. Swifter, maybe. Widow's Woe. It's not confirmed, but we have a probably. Long Veracund. I think that was confirmed a while ago, yes. We have Long Veracund and we have Elderfinium. Alright. Alright. So I think we have a few more things to do, which is nice. Let's keep an eye on the time. It's going to confuse me now. We've obviously shortened stream due to those technical difficulties at the beginning. Who's next? Thaddeus Cornwall. Read somewhere about a plant that'll lead you to gold. It has drooping red flowers and frilled leaves. That's the second person asking for this one. To the point where I remember what it was. It was the weeping bell, also known as golden light. You fool. It helps insect bites. And that's the end of that day. We have 40 minutes left, so we will be able to do another day. Okay, let's get into the next part of the story. It's gotten pretty creepy. I'm supposed to flip the cards. Always forget. Alright, here's the story first. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. He wasn't tied up? I assumed he'd be tied up. Why would he hang around when he literally said she'd been doing this ritual for hours. It took a very long time. So he was just standing there? That's a bit weird. Okay. Now we'll look at the card. Looks a little threatening. Day 15, Friday. I don't like having more than one card. It has a picture of a skull and then a kind of recycling symbol around it. Decay gives way to new growth. From death, life. And then upside down, it says, the cycle starts again, west of White Scar by the river. I'm going to look at the map first. It looks like the sun hasn't come up yet. It just shows it's not me playing, it's just the character. So, the cycle starts again, west of White Scar. White Scar. Got Whitfell, that's not quite what we're after. White Scar. Doesn't sound like... Oh, White Scar Cave, there it is. It just said west of White Scar by the river. So here, I guess. Alright. Let's go. The only reason I'd go out if we're going to have a lovely wander out in the wilderness. West of White Scar by the river. It's the River Loon. Okay. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder. From the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. It's rather pretty. I recognise the shape of those leaves. I think this might be the Devil's Nightcap. Makes sense with the imagery. It has a kind of one big red flower that's kind of tulip shaped, kind of a burnt orange, almost red. Let's inspect it. It has a soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. Yeah, I mean that matches, doesn't it? We just looked at light, pleasant scent, reminiscent of pine needles. It's what it said. Always double checking though. Yeah, we have the Devil's Nightcap. Probably. I'm just thinking of that auto-label thing. Does it auto-label confirmed ones only, do you think? Yeah, surely. You can't know what you're guessing. Okay, Devil's Nightcap. Put it between these mushrooms. So what are we missing? I think we have everything. We just have it not wholly certain on the swift snare. But we'll see. If there's no one else coming to the window, maybe that's it. Right. Definitely coming down to it. Poke the cat. Weird the cat likes being just me poking it when I was asleep. The postman. I've lived in Undermere all my life and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. I'm on it, dude. I'm on it. Alright, we have a letter from Grumpy Amos. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east, was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Alright. That calls for a little peek at the map. So Arnside. Oh, nope. I mean, is that the cave we were just at? That sounds like the same, another way to find Devil's Nightcap. Sorry, so was that right? Yeah, Devil's Nightcap. Because this is the only cave near Arnside. As she said, yeah, vague about where the cave was, somewhere to the east. So there is White Scar Cave. Oh, she's saying go into the cave. Okay, we can totally go into the cave. We are very brave. Hopefully it's not underground sort of cave. Just like a little way in so I can still see the light. Thank you. White Scar Cave. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground. Just wide enough for a man to slip through. But there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance. Too heavy to move. I need strength. I need farmer's worry. Which is this cute looking mushroom. I do have the option to leave if I don't want to get any rising dread, but our rising dread is cured. Healed the little bit we had. Yeah, we did it. I'm surprised at how easily I'm able to roll away the boulder with the help of the farmer's worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. So I have some kind of bag of holding where all of my plants live or something, and did I eat it? Did I crush it down? What are the details? We have a book entry. Twilight Lepiota. Crepusculum Lepiota. It was basically saying the same thing. In the twilight, where shadows grow, take leaf and root an eye of crow. A plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. And then a picture of some generic long leaves. We will get into that. How many plants have we got that we have no idea about? 7 plants that don't even have a maybe label. So maybe we're not as close as I thought. Seriously though, this 8 miles to the east thing is really throwing me off. What else could that mean? Oh well. While we've got something to do, we'll do the thing and ignore it. I'm sure that won't come back to bite us. And we found 2 plants in the dark. Reddish mushrooms with pale stalks. Let's plonk them over here. And do a closer inspection. Waxy reddish caps. Them being mushrooms should help. We don't have as many mushrooms as regular plants. So I usually remember them as well. Ish. Lesser Merry Dock, what was that? That was a plant, okay. Nope, nope, nope. We've got that. We're pretty sure we've got that. Sour bandy. Oh, we're sure we've got that. Spring wax cap. Edible mushrooms with some mild medicinal properties. The image looks the same, and there's no kind of description, so I think we can rely on the image, but I'll still put a maybe on it. I think it's spring wax cap. Looks like a boring version of Farmer's Worry. And this guy, which, yeah, a bit more of a tall gnome hat with some blobs on. Dark and imposing. Strange. My fingertips feel slightly numbed. Didn't we have a paralyzing one? Oh no! It looks like liverstone, which we thought was one of our final mushrooms. Yeah, it's this one. They look similar in shape, but this one's kind of red with mauve blobs and white stalks, and the one we were looking at had was purple with red blobs and purple stalks. It was much prettier, and we had that on a probably. How embarrassing! Get rid of it immediately. Nobody will ever know. So that's probably liverstone. Awkward. There we go. Sorted. Not a problem. Boink. Great. Good to have ideas about them straight away. Faye Swift, the psychic, is here. Why can't I remember? There was something important. I know there was. There is only darkness now. I think that's our fault. When we were trying to discover more about the monster for the sake of the murders, to stop the murders, we had a choice to give her a plant to either suppress her psychic abilities, which would have brought her calm and stopped her seeing these terrible things, or something to boost her abilities so we could find out more, and we chose the latter. But I think it has had a bad effect. That was Aguria, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Bear with me, Faye. I think we fucked someone up. No, it doesn't say there's any side effects, but I guess she's got some. But she's looking anyway for sour bandy. Do we have that? Yes, we have a suggestion for sour bandy. I could just find it here. What does sour bandy do? Let's have a memory recovery. Quite obvious. It's coming back. It happened in a dream. The woman in the jade mask was screaming at me to get out. Instead, I went deeper. I entered the mind of the creature. It was like slipping into a dark pool, icy cold with who knows what terrors lurking beneath the surface. I felt powerful. Then suddenly something happened. She tore me out and my mind went dark. I've not been myself lately. Okay, it wasn't our fault. For you, it was the baddie. We are not the baddies. Let's confirm sour bandy while she's standing there. Okay, lady, yeah, you can go now. Thanks. And we have identified sour bandy, and we have a book entry. Umbrella. Sanium rubra. A powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness has set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. Umbrella has long rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. We totally have that. Dipped in honey, I believe. So this one eases pain, prolong life from heart disease. Oddly specific. Umbrella. There we go. Yeah, we 100% have that. Okay, let's just get Sour Bandy on the rack. It's a strange colour that doesn't really fit in my shades, so I'm just gonna plonk it somewhere. Oh, it doesn't fit. It's going on the end. Oh no, I'm so mad. What were we doing? Right, that plant I said we definitely had. I think it's this ugly one with kind of dusky pink bloom and a bright green bulb, like strawberry dipped in honey, as it says. Okay, excellent. So that's a probably on that. Whoop. Umbrella. And plonk. Okay. Good job, everyone. I'm still thrown. Obviously, that's the great tree. And we went 8 miles to the east from where it was. It wasn't there. This is going to get to me, isn't it? I think this is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what made me stop playing last time. I couldn't work it out, but I didn't want to hit the hint for the very last quest, if you like. Alden Gregory is here, whoever he is. My wife of 30 years is dying. That's the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear about it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. He wants the elixir of the damned, and I don't have an option to say, no, dude, she'd just be a zombie. Apparently, he's all right with her being a zombie. I'm not sure if she's going to be all right with her being a zombie, but apparently that's what I do. I'm a grey character. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Don't care, not happy. Okay. Got some electrolytes. Alright, book entry, Haverage. Cumatilis amor. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought-after plant. It is said that if you give Haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. We absolutely have that. Let's write it down. I mean, yeah, okay, that's not going to happen, but we write it down because somebody might come here wanting that sort of thing. Live long, blessed lives. Haverage, what a name for such a pretty plant. I believe it's this one. This little teeny blue flowers that remind me of Lily of the Valley. An overpowering, sickly sweet scent, and that fits. Fits the way it was described. I'm going to put it as a probably. Where does it go? Down here. Yeah. Getting things done. We were uncertain at the beginning, and we're just going to ignore that card. I'm going to cover it up with the with the riddle that we've solved. Althea O'Shea. I'm not going to do an Irish accent. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liverstone here. What did liverstone do again? It's a paralysing agent. I hope that's for good reasons, lady, but no judgment. Just a bit of side-eye. Yeah, we did it. I'm going to have to double-check that I haven't missed any confirmations because we're kind of bashing through them. Book entry. Thum. Bacusis pusilium. Pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Toom is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Okay. So we confirmed something, did we not? Liverstone, that was it. And it's an orangey red. So it goes up here. It's quite dark as well though, so I'm going to put it there. And move everybody along a bit. Yoink. Plonk. I don't know where to do little sound effects. Okay, did we confirm anything else and forget to switch it over? Farmer's Worry. The book will have a little tick if we've confirmed it, so let's check. Yes, okay, Farmer's Worry we haven't moved over. It's red and white, which is a bit frustrating. I think I want to put it right on... Oh, it's not as bright as that though. I'm going to put it there. Move everyone down again. It's weirdly satisfying to do this. Oh, there goes the papa. Someone's getting a chew. Oh, sorry, Jelly. The door. Put open the door. There you go. Ooh, hang on. I'm running over the carpet a bit weirdly. Alright, where were we? I think that's it for confirmations. Some of them I'm like, oh yeah, we've identified that, but no, I just believe I have. Yeah, okay. Good. I can't remember what I was doing now. I get very easily distracted. Wasn't there a plant to identify? Hang on. A book entry. A new one. And we did umbrella. We did Haverridge. Completely lost. Toom! That was it. Toom. Pronounced toom. It says it's a flower, not just a plant. And it has a really shitty drawing of some generic leaves. But I assume it smells nice because it's used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. But sometimes associated with death. Just to mix it up a bit. Alright, let's check anything that looks like the leaves. It smells like sweet rhubarb. That seems good. I know this one smells bad, so I'm not going to try that one. This just says about the leaves being strong and leathery. We'll check some of the ones I've maybeed. No noticeable odour. Just in case. I'm not sure. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Usually, if there's no physical description in the text, you can rely on the image, is what we found out, but the image is really rubbish. It's Devil's Nightcap, we're pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's this one with the nice kind of dark indigo flowers, but we'll put a maybe on it. I've got too many maybes now. It's almost second shelf worthy. Yeah, they're going to be squashed. We'll have to go down a bit. Yoink. Just moving the unidentified ones down. Give the rest some space now. I wonder what that sound is. It kind of sounds like when you move a packet of seeds. Okay, I think we're done. Shit, it's the woman in the jade mask. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Add no love, even if you didn't mean to kill the sisterhood, you meant to kill the Arda and that poor shepherd boy. But obviously I'll help if it's... I don't think she's lying. I mean, she's very young. I know, like 16 or something. Oh, who knows? Oh well. Widow's Woe or Dead Man's Fingers. Oh. Do you think we might be able to, like, kill her? What do these two do then? Dead Man's Fingers increases resolve and sharpens the mind. Widow's Woe increases fear. So it's basically whether or not we trust what she said. If we take it at face value, then we give her the Dead Man's Fingers so she can control it better. She doesn't want it to just kill everything. She wants to control it. That's what she's saying anyway. Or we raise her fear. But honestly, what would that do anyway? If you raise her fear levels and she's afraid of it, then she'll have even less control and it could go on a rampage. If we raise her fear and she doesn't actually have any fear right now, she's lying, then she'll just be afraid of it and it will weaken her control. And yes, her control might actually be bad. She might want it to do more bad things, but it wants to do bad things as well. So then there's... At least she seems to be focused, not just a mindless killer, and maybe that is a mindless killer. So I think either way it's best to try to strengthen her resolve and sharpen her mind. Yeah. That's my reasoning anyway. She can have the really creepy plant. Identified Dead Man's Fingers, unfortunate image. Gonna have some electrolytes. Oh my goodness, I gulped so loudly I can see it moving the mic up. That's so bad. Book entry rewards. Carnivorous Torren. Ooh, I wonder which plant that is. Halstrom grandis. Known in the north as Andrew's Bane, after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Torren. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the Torren's stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Lovely. Well, the only carnivorous-looking plant we've got is this guy. Well, that is obviously looking carnivorous. It doesn't have an image, so I guess it... Well, not an image we can use to identify it, so I think we can be fairly certain we're right here. Get the notes. Yeah, it's just carnivorous. There's nothing to write down. It does have a nickname though, so carnivorous Torren, also known as Andrew's Bane. What's my bane? Coffee? No, I like the smell of coffee. Do I have a bane? Olives? No. I'm not quite sure that's serious enough to be a bane. But this is so gross though. Yeah, okay. I mean, we might find another carnivorous plant, and this one might just look scary, so I'm going to keep it on a maybe. You know, innocent till proven guilty. That's a thing. Okay, give it some space. Boink, 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 boink. There. Right. Oh, we confirmed the really gross looking one. So we're just going to hide that down the end, although it's technically a purple one. It's not one I want to look at. Oh no, now it's next to one of my favourites. Yeah, get away from me. You're so ugly. Yeah. Ruining the whole image. Just go away from it. There we go. Okay. All right. Next. Hollis Gibb. That's a face. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps should surely warm my heart. Once the glowhorn. I see. Now I feel like I didn't have to write down the blooming nicknames because he's given it to me as a nickname. But then the area where you place the plant says the proper name. Ripped. There you go, sir. Identified glowhorn. Collect the book entry. Pennybell. Primus regii. The leaves of the pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Bummer. So, is that how you spell hallucinogenic? I'm having some... It doesn't look right. I'm going to look it up. Yeah, I was right. It's not how you spell it. It's hallucinogenic. Hallucinogenic. Not agenic. Hallucinogenic and addictive. Leads to sickness and death. See, I don't mind having these things as curiosities in my shop, but like giving them to people, selling them to people, I'm a little uncertain about. So what did we confirm just then? It was the glowhorn, wasn't it? Boop. And it's a glowing green. I'm going to put it next to the sheep snap. It's not perfect. No, I'll put it on the other side. Between the sheep snap and the common trouse. There we go. Right. It's the end of the day and that's worked out fairly well. I mean, we could technically go for a bit longer, but yeah, it only saves at the end of the day, so we will likely call it there. And so I'm just going to check out this rather worrying sort of plant. What was it called again? It wasn't... Oh, I didn't look at Twilight Lepiota from before. Right, we'll get right on that. I've lost it. Oh dear. Pennybell. Very nice, cute name for a rather scary plant. It just has a picture of some leaves. What about this guy? The flowers are blue. Nope, doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, it looks a bit like the one we pegged as Swift Snare. I'm inclined to think this is not Swift Snare. I imagine Swift Snare would have like vines and creepers to, you know, ensnare you. This is just a weird looking plant where the flowers look like dummies. And the leaves look fairly bell-like flowers, penny bell, and the leaves look similar. Yeah. Okay, so we have to put across. We don't have the Swift Snare again. Okay, this is actually Pennybell. All right, well, it just means we've got more game, which is good because I was like, oh, I don't want to finish the game yet. I'm really enjoying it. Now that the rugby's done, I don't need to rush around and feeling a little better physically, so hopefully be able to be more regular with my streams. Touch wood. They're a good way to disconnect, especially when you've been struggling with life stuff. Did we miss anything? I'm going to move one more plant down. Give them even more space up here. Just juggling some plants. Yoink. We did pretty well. I'm still questioning us giving that guy the elixir of the damned for his poor wife, who apparently is probably not going to be told about it. That's the doorbell and the dog freaking out about the doorbell. I feel bad for her. We've had quite a lot of people around lately, checking the house, things we need to fix. She's not been a fan. So now she's crying because she heard the door, but it's okay. She's going out for a walk. Yeah, we did pretty well here. So let's end the day and see what the story has to say in the card. Alright. She finally had the power she had craved all these years. A servant to do as she willed. But that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death.